What if tight hips, stiff lower back, rounded shoulders, and constant fatigue you blame on aging are not age at all, but the result of one modern habit quietly reshaping your body every day? And what if the damage starts in a place almost nobody thinks about anymore? Not in your muscles, not even in your joints, but in your body's ability to rotate. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you're going to see why losing that single ability may be one of the earliest signs that sitting is aging you faster than it should, and why ancient movement systems built entire practices around restoring it long before modern posture science had language for what they were seeing. Here's what's happening inside your body right now. Every hour you spend sitting teaches your body the same lesson. Fold at the hips. Shorten the front of the body. Switch off the glutes. Lock the rib cage. Round the shoulders. Push the head forward. Breathe a little smaller. Do that long enough, and your body stops treating it like a position. It starts treating it like your new shape. That is why so many people stand up and still do not feel fully upright. They walk, but their hips feel glued. They stretch, but still feel tight. They sleep, but wake up feeling compressed. Because sitting does not just make you inactive, it reorganizes your body. And the first thing it steals is rotation, not just flexibility. This hidden truth is one of the leading causes of back pain and injury. Rotation is the natural ability of your spine, ribs, pelvis, and hips to turn smoothly together the way they were designed to. That matters more than most people realize, because rotation is built into almost everything that makes the body feel young. Walking, breathing, reaching, running, looking behind you, getting off the floor, even standing with ease. When rotation disappears, the body starts aging in a very specific way. Your gait shortens, your posture stiffens. The lower back starts compensating, the neck starts overworking, breathing gets shallower. Movement starts feeling harder than it should. You do not just feel tight. You start moving like an older version of yourself. Ancient movement traditions noticed this a long time ago. They may not have used modern biomechanical terms, but they understood the pattern. A body that stops twisting, turning, and expanding begins to harden early. So they built daily movements around reopening the spine, the hips, and the rib cage before that stiffness became identity. And one of the simplest of those movements is still one of the most effective. A grounded twisting movement designed to undo the exact shape modern sitting creates. Because sitting is not neutral. It is one of the most powerful shaping forces in modern life. If you sit for 8, 10, 12 hours a day, your body adapts with incredible efficiency. But the adaptation comes at a cost. The hips stay flexed. The glutes contribute less. The front of the body shortens. The upper back rounds. The rib cage stops moving the way it should. The neck starts drifting forward to compensate. And once that pattern becomes your default, everything feels harder than it should. Standing tall feels unnatural. Deep breathing feels restricted. Even walking can feel heavy, because walking is not just a leg movement. Walking is rotation. The pelvis rotates. The rib cage counter-rotates. The arms swing. The spine transfers force from one side of the body to the other. Take that away, and movement loses its rhythm. It starts feeling mechanical, compressed, old. That is why this ancient movement matters. Not because it looks impressive, not because it is exotic, because it restores something modern life quietly erodes. A simple, seated spinal twist flow. No equipment, no noise, no extreme flexibility required. Just breath, posture, and slow, controlled rotation. You can think of it like wringing tension out of the body, not forcing, not yanking, not trying to crack yourself into place. Just moving slowly enough that the body stops resisting. That is the part most people miss. The body does not open when you attack it. It opens when it feels safe. And when you combine slow twisting with steady breathing, something changes. The rib cage starts loosening. The spine starts gliding. The hips stop gripping so hard. The shoulders begin to settle. And the nervous system starts coming out of that constant braced, desk-bound state. So here's the movement. Sit on the floor or on a folded blanket if your hips are tight. Cross-legged is fine. If that bothers your knees, sit with your legs out in front or use a chair. Sit tall, but do not force it. Let the crown of the head rise gently. Relax the shoulders. Now place one hand behind you for support and the opposite hand on the outside of your knee or thigh. Then slowly rotate, not with momentum, not with strain. Just enough to feel the twist begin through the waist, the ribs, and the upper back. And then breathe. Inhale through the nose and lengthen the spine slightly. Exhale slowly and let the twist deepen a little on its own. That is it. No aggression, no performance, no trying to prove anything. Just 5 slow breaths on one side. Then switch. And when you switch, do not rush the return. Come back through center slowly, like you are teaching your spine how to move again. That alone, done daily, starts changing things. But to make it more powerful, turn it into a short flow. Twist right. Center. Twist left. Center. Then add a gentle side bend. Then a chest opening reach. Then a hip shift. Now the whole body is involved. A simple sequence could look like this. 1 minute, seated twist right and left with slow breaths. 1 minute, side bends to open the ribs. 1 minute, seated reach and rotation, letting the arm arc overhead and across. 1 minute, hip switches or a gentle seated shin box transition if you can do it comfortably. 1 minute, finish with tall nasal breathing and a soft spinal wave. 5 minutes. That is all. And for someone who has spent years sitting, 5 minutes of the right movement can feel like somebody turned the lights back on. Because the body has not forgotten how to move. It has just been given the same signal for too long. Fold, compress, brace, repeat. This sequence gives it a different signal. Rotate, expand, breathe, recover. Now here is what usually happens when people start doing this consistently. The first thing they notice is not some dramatic transformation. It is relief. They stand up and feel a little more upright. Walking feels smoother. The lower back does not feel as jammed. The shoulders drop. Then, within a week or two, they start noticing something deeper. Their posture begins changing without them thinking about it. They naturally sit a little taller. Their neck does not jut forward as much. Their hips do not feel as locked after long periods at a desk. And then there is the part most people are not expecting. Breathing gets easier, because when the ribs and spine start moving again, the breath has somewhere to go. And a better breath changes everything. Energy, tension, mood, focus, even how safe your body feels inside itself. Ancient systems understood that early. A stiff body and a stressed body are usually living in the same house. When the body is braced, the breath gets smaller. When the breath gets smaller, the body braces more. So these old movement rituals were never just about flexibility. They were about state, changing the condition of the body so healing, circulation, and ease could come back online. That is why a slow spinal twist done with breath can feel strangely powerful. Not because it has to be mystical. Because tension is not just muscular. It is stored in posture, in guarding, in the habits the body built to get through the day. And when you finally interrupt that pattern, the whole system notices. So no, one movement does not literally erase 10 years. But can the right daily movement begin undoing what 10 years of sitting did to your posture, hips, spine, and breathing? Absolutely. Because the damage from sitting is not always damage in the dramatic sense. A lot of it is adaptation. And adaptation can be changed. That is the hopeful part. Your body is not broken. It is responsive. It became this way through repetition. It can become different through repetition too. That is how people reclaim movement. Not with one heroic workout, not with random hacks, not with intensity they cannot sustain. With a daily signal the body understands. So here is the challenge. For the next 14 days, before you open your laptop, before you get lost in your phone, before the day folds you back into that same compressed shape, do 5 minutes of this movement. Twist, breathe, open the ribs, move the hips, teach the spine to rotate again. Do it gently, do it daily. Do not skip just because it seems too simple. Simple is usually what works, especially when the problem was created by something simple repeated for years. A chair, a screen, a posture, again and again and again. This is your counter signal. And if you stick with it, there is a good chance you will notice more than mobility. You may feel lighter, less compressed, more awake, more present in your body. Because youthful movement is not just about being loose. It is about being available. Available to turn, to breathe, to rise, to walk with rhythm, to inhabit your body without friction. That is what sitting slowly steals. And that is what this ancient movement begins giving back. So tonight or tomorrow morning, sit down on the floor and start with the simplest version. One twist to the right, one twist to the left, 5 breaths each side. That is enough to begin. Because the body does not need a perfect plan to change. It needs a better instruction. And for a body shaped by years of sitting, one of the best instructions you can give it is this. Rotate. Breathe. Come back to life. If you are doing this for the next 14 days, comment day 1 below. Your body has adapted to stillness long enough. It is time to teach it movement again.